What is going on, y'all? Day 3 of the National Sports Collectors Convention. I actually left the show a little bit early. I'm supposed to go downstairs here in about 30 minutes and meet up with Winsel 888, and we are going to Giordano's Pizza to get some grub with some of the other guys. I went there a couple days ago, and it was delicious, but some of the guys came in town and wanted to hit it up. So, since I've had deep dish pizza one time in my life, 2 days ago, I don't mind eating it again. So some thoughts on day 3 is I'm finally starting to settle down and kind of focus on what I'm looking for. And meeting up with the dudes is just so freaking incredible, man. So I've said this 100 times to different guys here, but how I feel it works is you've watched different tubers videos for so many years. I think I've been on here 7 or 8 years now. So I've watched a lot of these guys for a long time. So if you don't like someone's personality, or if you don't like how they conduct themselves in their videos, you're not going to watch their videos. So you take the guys that you do like and you've watched them over and over and over. Well, by the time you meet them in person, you basically feel like you know them, because you've watched them for 10, 20, 30 minutes a week or every 2 weeks, you know what I mean, for years. So literally within seconds of meeting them, guards are dropped and you're just yourself. It's freaking incredible, man. So if you haven't had the opportunity, you must definitely need to come out to one of these things. If you're a tuber in the community, it's freaking just incredible, man. So today I'm going to do things a little bit different. I'm actually going to show some cards. I'll do a couple big recap videos here in a couple days when I get back home. So some of this stuff I might show again, but just wanted to kind of show some of y'all some of the in-person stuff that I've been getting. I've been putting it out all over social media, so if you're on those, this will just kind of be like seeing it again. George Rogers, he was a Heisman Trophy winner like in 1980, I believe. This is a 1981 Rookie of the Year. So I think what's cool with him is I was talking to him. I like to ask these guys a question. I figure if you're paying them a ton of money for an autograph, you might as well ask them something. So I asked him, who was the linebacker that you've ever, basically got your number and who rung your bell kind of thing. And he told me the dude's name. And like I say, my memory's terrible, so I forgot the dude's name. But it wasn't a big name guy. It was a guy I've never heard of. And I know it was a college guy. But he said what happened was when he went up to tackle him, he grabbed him and threw him down like wrestling style, he called it. And he's like, I don't know if I passed out or what happened. He's like, I remember going in and leaning in to to tackle him, or basically to push past him. And next thing I know, I was on the ground and he was standing over me. And he said, George, wake up. I know that hurt like a motherfucker. So, pardon my language. That's a quote from him. So he's like, he said he got up and he was kind of woozy and he was all over the place. And he was like, I need a timeout before the next play. So I thought that was really, really freaking funny. Next, I got Willie Lanier. It wasn't someone I planned on getting. He was between the Terrell Davis and Deion Sanders signings. I have a Lanier autograph, but this is, I think, and please correct me if I'm wrong, I believe this is considered a rookie card. He was already in the league for 3 years, it looks like, 4 years before this card came out. But I believe this is still considered his rookie card. And the Lanier I have doesn't have a Hall of Fame inscription. So the cool thing about Mr. Lanier is he had a big old freaking ring on his finger. Most of these guys have some kind of championship hoopla ring on. And I asked him what it was, and it was a Hall of Fame ring. And he showed me, and man, you could tell it's been 20 plus years since he was inducted in the Hall of Fame. and he showed me that thing, and man, that thing has some miles on it, man, let me tell you. But really cool to see it. He didn't let me hold it or anything like that, but he, was moving his hand around all over the place. So really cool to see that. Next, this was a free signing. I got Steve Traxel. He's a dude that back in the day, the Cubs were in the same division as the Houston Astros when the Astros were in the National League. They were both in the NL Central, and the Cubs, man, we always played the Astros. And being from Houston, I always watched the games and all that stuff. So I remember him a lot as a kid. So I had him sign that one, and then I had him sign this 95 Pinnacle, and I had him inscribe "Fly the W," which that's what the Cubbies do after every win. So really cool, man. This card actually turns out incredible in person. This camera is not doing it any justice. So that is that. Next, we will go with Deion Sanders. He was like 20 minutes late or so to the signing. So I don't know if he was rushing himself or his people were rushing him or what. Just really short, to the point, not talking to anyone, just kind of grabbing stuff, signing it, signing it. So nothing bad. I mean, man, these dudes do this stuff so much time. I'm not going to talk crap about them for being one way or another, but that's my experience with Deion Sanders. Last but not least is Terrell Davis. I have a beautiful Diamond Kings card that I bought for, I think it was $12, and I set off to PSA and it passed. But the background is really dark and the autograph doesn't pop out very well, and it doesn't have a Hall of Fame inscription. So this is a win, and this is a rookie card. Win in all manners. So really freaking happy to get this. The Deion Sanders and the Terrell Davis, they're not exactly giving those dudes autographs away. Let me tell you, they're freaking expensive. But those will be two cards I don't need to upgrade for my PSA DNA Hall of Fame autographs, PC, if you will. So that is that. I have a ton of stuff here that I could show y'all, but I want to keep the recap videos somewhat interesting. Tomorrow will be Marshall Falk. Who else are we meeting tomorrow? Warren Sapp, Jim Kelly, and Barry Sanders. So that is that. So till next time, adios.